Welcome, my friends, to the forest. This is Papaschu, and this is our live show with our Raid Shadow Legends. Tonight we have a little bit of things going on. We've got a 2x on Sacred Shards and 10x boost for He-Man. So my screen shared up here for you. And I've already started some of my quests, but let's go ahead and get those finished up. Got a few more to do. Pelops, he's bad. He is really strong. Well, I'm glad you could join me and hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please click the like and subscribe buttons at the bottom. And don't forget to hit the bell to get notifications. I go live every Tuesday and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. If you're watching this later, uh, well, you're welcome to join us on the live show at any time. Hope everybody's had a good week. It's Friday. And have you pulled anything today? Did you try the 2x? Did you get anything good? Did you get He-Man? Yep, not done. Sometimes I hit buttons and I'm not paying attention. We've got a couple more of these to do. And, well, let's see if we can beat this one. I mean, I hope so. You'd be surprised. It's amazing how strong some of these solo champs are. I went with one of my clanmates earlier today, went over some of my older champs and did some re-gearing. Hopefully they'll turn out pretty good. Still have to do some leveling up to get them finalized. But increasing speed and damage. Let's see, we got to find some new ones. And we'll just use the filter. We only want the 4 stars. And sure, let's take some rares if they're there. Include the master and the reserve vaults. And I did it. Do you ever do anything like that? No, don't. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I don't know what I am doing today. I'm forgetting what I'm doing. I'm talking to you. Oh boy, it's a good thing I did that. I got 1, 2, 3 champs. All right, and we're going to hit 7 of them. Soon the cat will come in and want me to pay attention to her. Saying goodnight to the wife. It is, after all, 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are? I know younger people won't understand that one. If you're not on Discord, we do have a Discord channel. You can get some good information. We call it the Channel Zero Discord. We have we use the international Channel Zero Discord, and we do some chatting there. Um, and for the people who chat here, we also have the a Discord channel, so we can do a little bit further in-depth information and help each other with leveling our, or yeah, leveling our champs, not leveling, but building our champs. We have a lot of video links available and things like that. So some of my uh, previous videos, if you look at the descriptions, you'll find the link to our Discord channel. You can join. Everybody's free to join. And hi, Chris Hudson. You haven't heard that in a long time. You must be a little bit closer to my age then if you've heard of 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? I'm going to do some pulls right after I get done with this quest. It's just finishing up my dailies. And welcome to the channel. If you have any questions, please feel free. If I'm also, while I'm at it, I'm working on the He-Man um, Heroes Path. So if I don't get enough on the for the Heroes Path, I'll also be pulling some of my ancient shards to see what I can get there. We've got a good number of them, so it should be okay. Should be quite eventful, hopefully. I don't think the 2x does not extend to the ancient shards, but I'll have to take a look and see if the 10x for He-Man does. I've already got He-Man on this account. I'm really not looking for a duplicate, but what I'm trying to do is get the soul. If I can get the 5-star soul, that would be great. But at least if I can get the 1-star soul, maybe the 2-star, that'll help me out. I must be on. I must be on Nightmare. That's good enough. Yeah, Nightmare. I usually do it on Brutal, so it goes a lot faster. But that should have finished up the quest. All right, here we go. I've got 4 sacred shards and 63 ancient shards to pull. Let's see. Yeah, we do have He-Man 10x on the ancient shards, so it's a possibility. Small, but it's a possibility. All right, let's go ahead and summon here. Sanguinea. She's a decent healer. Attacks one enemy, has a 75% chance of transferring all debuffs from this champion to the target. Removes all debuffs from all allies except this champion. And got a lot of books that you need for her. And her A2, Holy Blood level, places a block debuff on all allies for 1 turn and a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns. And then her A1 attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Each hit has a 20% chance of decreasing the duration of 2 random buffs on the target but 1 turn. And let's on to the next, see what we get. And another epic. Bobo's Sharphorn. He's got a passive, heals allies by 10% of their max HP. That can be a pretty good heal if you got a high HP. A3 removes all 1 random debuff and places the increased crit rate and increased crit damage on all allies. His A2 attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance, placing a 30% decrease crit rate, debuff, and a 25% decreased crit damage debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Sounds like these 2 epics could go together pretty well. His A1 attacks 1 enemy and has a 30% chance of placing 30% decreased speed on enemy for 2 turns. On to the next. I mean, I've only got 4, so I've got to do something for an hour here. Skull Crusher, passive, decreases the duration of all debuffs on this champion by 1 turn. And then his A2, place a lot of writing here. His Ascended skill, which is the same as the Unascended, but adds more. Places a 50% ally protection buff on all allies, except for this champion for 2 turns. Places a counterattack buff on all allies, except for this champion for 2 turns, and then places an unkillable buff on this champion for 1 turn. And that's when you have Ascended. And his A1 is a heal reduction, which seems to be something good for the Grim Forest these days. You need those heal reductions to beat the I don't know what it's called, the Jack in the Box guy, the Mimic. Next 1 enemy places a 50% heal reduction. Last one. Let's see what we get. And another epic. Ooh, Hilda Firegun. No, that's not Hilda. I mean Firegun. What am I saying? Hilda Arnorn daughter. Good thing I can speak a little Dutch and German. Deutsch. Allies deal 15% more damage to targets under a heal reduction or a stun debuff placed by this champion. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only 1 will activate. The skill will not activate on duplicate copies. Okay. A3 attacks all enemies. Before attacking, place a 50% increase attack buff on all allies for 2 turns. Has a 40% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, and damage is based on attack. A2 attacks 1 enemy 2 times. And again, with a heal reduction, the damage inflicted by the skill increases by 10% for each debuff on the target. Stacks up to 100%. Each hit has a 75% chance of placing a 100% heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. A1 attacks 1 enemy 3 times. Each hit will ignore 10% of the target's defense. Each critical hit has a 75% chance of dealing 1 random buff from stealing 1 random buff from the target. All right, let's see how well that did for the event. Got this one a little bit. And the path of power. We are going down the right-hand leg, and I've got 19,924. Well, let's see how far we can get. If you want to go down the center and get that and the key, you can get one of these frames. Not really worth it, in my opinion. Here's a big hunk. Okay, so I need 10, 11, 14, 19, maybe 19,000 to get to the third star. Oh, it's going to take a lot. I'm going to have to pull at least one or two legendary champions. Well, let's see what happens. It's only shards. First round, first 10. One epic, Mr. Dithy. Another 3,000. So far that's 6,000. Nowhere near the 19,000 I'm going to need. Come on. Be good to me. Okay. So we're up to 9,000. And how many do I have left? 33 shards. Nothing. It's going to be one of those days. Go down to that very last shard. Galapo, he's a good one. I'm not sure if I have him. Jurojin. Necro Hunter. All right, so it doesn't matter what you get. And let's see what is 21,000. All right, so we're going to get some stars. Get that book. And 1 star. And 2 stars. And 3 stars. We got the 3 stars. I had a feeling that's all I was going to get. I'm going to save that 2,000. I may possibly get the 4. How much longer we've got? We've got 2 more days. It's a possibility. If I don't get anything by the end of the 2 days, I'll just take the rest of what I can. All right, let's go give him the power. Oh, I did get some new ones. What did I get? Which one was new? Dithy? Places a 50% increase attack buff and a 50% increase accuracy buff on this champion for 3 turns and grants an extra turn. Attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decrease defense debuff for 2 turns. Grants an extra turn if a 60% decrease debuff is placed on all enemies by the skill. And attacks 1 enemy, has a 50% chance of removing 1 random buff from the target. Also has a 10% chance of granting this champion an extra turn. So he's an extra turn champion. So what's his ratings? People give him a lot of good ratings so far. 5 in Faction War, almost 5. Going down to Arena, Minotaur, Magic Keep, How many people have rated this? Almost 1,000. I'd say he's probably a pretty good champion, and if he gets all those high marks. All right, any day now. Going here, and we're going to awaken He-Man. Start with the low one. I have the power. Okay, so we've got him up to 3 stars. Let's see what we're going to put on him. Lots was the last one. Down here. And I think I'm going to put brimstone on him. Build that smite up. Chance of placing a smite debuff, 30%. You can always change it later. It takes a little bit of the coal to do that, but that's not a bad blessing to put on them. Some of the other choices might be this one, Soul Reap or Life Harvest, but I think Soul Reap will probably be the next best one. So we've got them built out today. Did them some upgrading on them. I have some extra silver. Not much. Just get one of them up to the level 60. I went through a couple of my champs today and did some re-gearing to get his speed up there, get his crit rate at 92 and his crit damage over 100. That should help him get some more damage. Just doing some housekeeping. Let's see. Do I have any more keys? I do. I've already done my 1 key in Ultra Nightmare. Did my 1 key in Nightmare. And I'm going to do a Brutal. You get either 3 or 4 keys per day. And so if you got a team that's built out like this where you can do 1 key, you just go through and this gets you more resources. Let's see how He-Man works. Try him out on some, not the Demon Lord. See if we can do some Doom Tower here. Already done on that one. I think I already went all the way. No. Keep going to that. Try some Arena. I'll throw in some He-Man. Let's see what I get. Okay. Let's see if this guy's a whale. And find He-Man. There he is. You probably put that in as a trap. He kid. Well, so much for seeing what He-Man does. That's funny. Boink. Let's try that again. See if the next person will let me play with He-Man in. uh, He-Man can't smack if you get it just right. Fabian. Okay, let's see. Fabian is all battles by 19%, but he's a pain in the butt. I'll go ahead and get rid of him. 28% and 28%. I'll put him up front. Probably going to outspeed me. Yep. Okay, well, let's see. When my other guys get to go. And do it all over again. Hey! All right, let's see what we can take out here. Now they get to res. Come on, He-Man. You're supposed to be fast. He hasn't even gotten a chance to go yet. Sure, go ahead, take out the guy who hasn't even gone yet. Keep locking me out. Good thing I got rid of Fabian. Okay, one more try. See if I get he may actually get to go. So far, he's not living up to any hype. Yeah, I'm already dead. Got to get rid of her. Not even worth trying. I won't even get a chance to go. Seriously, Rain? I've already lost 4. Well, no, I did win the first one, didn't I? It's very discouraging when it keeps matching you up against teams that you have no chance against. My He-Man still has not gone once. In 5 fights, he has not gone once. How can he be so bad? 4 fights. He has not gone once. And his speed is over 200 or close to it. Maybe it's 150. That's terrible. Okay, so now they put me against a bot. He's going to have every one of the free champions. At least I know which one they're going to get rid of. Will He-Man have a turn? Will he ever get a turn? Oh, he gets a turn. Look at that. Attacks all enemies. Damage inflicted by this skill increases by 10% for each buff placed on this champion. And he's got a couple. Yeah, not much damage. Yeah, he pretty sucks, doesn't he? Attack one enemy before attacking places a 50% increase ATK on himself. And he won't touch this one. Oh, how did she die? Oh, nothing. Does he have a reflect damage on him? That was sad. He-Man was pretty bad. His rating is good. Let's see. Yeah. His speed was 215, and he didn't get a chance to go, but that one time against a bot. It's just silly. All right, well, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good weekend. Peace out.